Hello, welcome to Oops, I Dug Down. Today we will be continuing on building a couple of row homes for the city that I started. In this chest, you'll find what we need. City is supposed to be futuristic, so I want to try to keep with that vibe, hence all the concrete and the ender rods. I do want to keep the color scheme as well, so the blue and the gray is very matching with the blue and the black that I used on these other buildings. Now, these buildings are 2 blocks high instead of just 1 block high. I wanted to build the ground up instead of digging down into it. So we're gonna start with a filler block, which is just so I can figure out how far away things are gonna be from each building. I want to have at least 3 blocks for the curb, and then it's going to be probably about 4 blocks for each side of the car. So that's 8 blocks, not including the center, so about 9 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then of course we're gonna have another 3 blocks for the sidewalk on this side. So the first part of our building will start right here. I'll probably use the lighter gray concrete. You can use whatever material you would like to use. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna build it probably around, we'll say 10 wide, and then do another 10 blocks just so we could do 2 separate row homes, and I will walk you through how to copy paste that. And we're actually going to add an extra block here just so that we have a middle block to have each house be 10 by 10 or however long we make it. We'll make it 20 blocks long, so starting from the corner. Same thing on this side. Connect them on the back side. So what I'm going to do is I'm placing this block right here just so I know that this is the front of the house and that'll be the back of the house. I am going to split this down the middle. So at the 11th block, you're just going to bring it all the way back, just like so. Now this will be 2 different houses. We will be building the interior, maybe not designing the interior, but at least creating the steps, making some rooms. I might actually extend this back a little bit further. I'm gonna do another 5 block. There we go, and just like I said, we're gonna raise this an extra block high, just to be able to make sure that the ground meets correctly when I build up. I'm gonna fill in the inside. Alright, I am going to make this about 2 floors high, so we're going to count 6 up. This 6th one will be the next floor, so each floor will be 5 blocks high. And we're actually going to create a balcony in the front, so we'll make that 5 blocks back. And then follow that to this side. Now this back wall in between the two houses will be completely solid, and we'll also fill in this side, and you'll see why later as we duplicate and paste down the rest of the way. So now we got a front and back and the sides. I am gonna figure out where the door is gonna go, so we're gonna put it a block away from this wall and go up like this. This can go all the way up to the top, and so can this one. Just make it too high so that the door can fit in. And then you can put in windows if you want. I'm going to. I just want to figure out. Okay, so we'll do two window wide, but we won't make them this tall. We'll make them like about so. I used the light blue stained glass for these windows just to stick with a futuristic type vibe. Now the back, we also want a back door because there will be, we'll be creating a little yard out here. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna put the door on the opposite side of where the front door is. So right here, again, too high to make it for the doorway. And then for this one, we're gonna do a 3-pane window. That's only 2 blocks high, purely because I plan on having a kitchen in here. We'll see the layout as we go. And then glass in this window as well. I want to use the gray concrete as the flooring, so we're actually gonna take this out. Oh wait, I'm sorry, we're gonna use the dark oak planks as the flooring. Alright, with that flooring done, we're gonna move up to the top here and do another layer. And continue on with the 6 blocks up and go all the way around again. Also, if at any point you would like any tutorials on how I did the skyscrapers that you see in front of us, just let me know. Just extend it out a little bit. I will most likely use a different pillar to just make it look a little bit better. I might even use some end rods as the lighting. Undecided yet, but we'll see as we go. And this can just be a continuation of the bedroom or whatever it is that we want to make it. And then, since there's no doorway here, we're just going to create a couple of windows. And we'll probably split it down the center however we can, just so that we can try to have 2 different bedrooms set up here. So we can do one in the middle, 5 right here, and we'll put one in the middle here like that. We'll make it a little shorter. There you go. And then we can put a bedroom right here. We do have to figure out where the stairs are gonna go. So if we come down here, we can actually put the stairs here. So you want to use the dark oak stairs, and we're going to use gray concrete behind it just to make it look like it blends into the wall a little bit better. There you go, there's the stairway. So that'll help us mark out where the bedrooms are going to be. That'll be the first room, the other room will be on this side. So we'll need a little hallway like right here. We could even make this spot a little closet and then continue on another room here. Bring it down and then bring it over like so. That way we can make this room here and we can split this one here and make this a room as well. This room is one room, so you can do whatever with the windows for the most part. I do like to make things symmetrical, so I'll do probably two on the side, one on the side, maybe two on the sides. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's see. Actually, I might just leave it like that. So one on the sides, one in the middle. That'll be the windows for that room. And then we're just gonna bring this up. We're gonna carry it all the way up to the top, and we'll make the roof the light gray. That way it is conforming to the rest of the colors on the outside of the house. And now let's put the windows in. As you can see, the blue pops very nicely against the grays. Alright, and then we're gonna fill in the top of it with the light gray. Alright, so that is not the finished product, but at least a little bit of what we have. And I'm actually going to raise these windows just a little bit, make it look a little bit more appealing on the outside, and I'll probably do it to the back side as well. I might have made this a little bit too tall, so we'll put a stair in. And over here as well, there will be stairs coming off of the balcony. We'll put them right here. And then what I'm going to do is I want to make these columns look a little bit nicer. So I'm gonna grab a stone brick wall, bring it all the way up like that on all sides. And then I'm actually going to bring this all the way across, because what I'm going to do next is add some ender rods to the top. Actually, what we're going to do is we'll do every other hole will be an ender rod. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Next step, we'll add the doors in. For the downstairs, I want to separate it in a way that it makes sense. So we're actually going to use this line right here and kind of create a wall, but it's going to be a half wall, so I'm just going to leave it like that. This way you have like a living room area and your dining room here, but I like the open spaces. And then we're gonna move to the next one, but we're also going to put this wall in between right here. That way there's some privacy when it comes to the next person's house over, and one here as well. I am going to also take these quartz stairs and put them upside down on the top of the roof. Here you go, here's your little house. You can obviously decorate it however you want. You can do the interior if you'd like. Now we're gonna build the other side. It's gonna be extremely similar. Gonna have the front lined up here. I'm taking off these rows because since the houses are connected, this is gonna go all the way around both roofs. And again, we're gonna fill in this wall. Alright, let's fill in the floor. Alright, so for this side, we're actually gonna put the door on this side instead of on the right hand side. That way there's some sort of asymmetry to it. On that side I did 2 windows. I am going to do the same thing on this side. And then just like the other side, I am going to also alternate the door. You don't always have to make sure that they're exact or in the same place or whatever you want to. You put the windows where you want to put them, however you think looks best. It's all up to your imagination and what you want to do with your build. Add the flooring. The stairs will go on this side. We'll put them right here, kind of in the same place. Maybe not exactly, but enough to have that matching aspect. Like so, and then we'll do another half wall, but we're gonna make it a little bit taller. And we're gonna use the dark gray. Like so, a little bit more privacy, but still an open area. I'm going to do 2 bedrooms in this one and a bathroom in the middle. So I'm going to start right Let's close in over here. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't think I'm gonna bring it out any further. I might do a balcony, but I'm not gonna extend out. Like I'll have an awning or something, but I'm not gonna extend out the roof like I did on this one. I like the look of that. So we're just gonna build up the windows. And then we'll do the same on this side. Alright, and then we're gonna add doors. Just like the other side, we're gonna add stairs here. Do the doorway. Let's fill in the rooftop like so. And then I will do a balcony on the top part. We'll use some quartz slabs for that. We'll have it at the same level as this. And then we're gonna just do our little details. So I need one of these. And I also need the end rod, sorry. Alright, and then we gotta put these ones here as well. And then the top of the roof, because it goes inward, we are going to continue that pattern of this, like so, and end it there. And then the same thing right here. And then I'm also going to take this side off, as well as this top part, just because when we copy and paste it, it'll look a little funny. So when I'm done copy pasting, I will put that back on so that it has the look that is desired. I will also do the backyard now, just so we can copy that as well. And I'm probably only gonna take it a few blocks back. We'll do 10. So. Before I continue that, I'm just gonna place the fence down the middle. And I'm actually going to make these too high, just to kind of act as a privacy gate, I suppose. There you go. Alright, next step is to work on the duplicating process, which you will need a structure block for. So to get the structure block, you want to go into your commands. You're going to do /give. At space, we'll be giving it to yourself. Not space, S, sorry. And then you're going to just type in structure _ block. And then hit square, and it should put this fun little block in your inventory. What this does is it allows you to copy paste any building that you have, and you can even destroy the blocks and still have those things saved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first one here. What first shows up is the bounding box. So this green line and these white lines are the bounding box of what you will be saving and or be loading. So we are going to make this fit this entire building. So it's about 2 blocks from the ground. $15 high, and it'll be $35. Yes, the 35 seems right. So we're gonna make sure this is at 0, and then that'll line it up with the bottom of the building. And then we're going to look at the Z coordinate, which is here, so that'll be the 35, like so. And then we're going to count across this way, 21 blocks for X, and I said 15 for Y. Alright, the next step would be to make sure that the building is in line with everything else. So it looks like we are 2 blocks in the Z direction, so we need to go negative 33. And then it looks like we just need to move it negative 1 for the X. Actually, we need to make it just positive 1 for the X. Next step is to save a name for it. So we're gonna do Rowhome 1, and we're gonna save it. We're gonna load it in and then type in the structure name. So it'll be Rowhome 1, and then we just have to change the offset. So it'll actually be negative 32, just because it is a blocks different than where it was. So it's probably gonna be, I'm gonna say 22, and then I always like to double check. So if we go over to 21, you'll see the end of the block right there. So 22 would be a good place to put it. You should see nothing in that box. Once you hit load, it'll appear in the box, and voila, now you have 2 of the same building next to each other. And I'm actually going to repeat that a couple of times until it goes down as far as I want it to. Okay, so after we have edited and loaded a couple of buildings, I didn't want to go too far, so I only did one extra one. I'm going to finish off the roof just by doing this with the quartz stairs. Same thing up here, and then I'm also gonna have to connect the other sides of it. There we go. So the roof is finished. There's one row of, I think it's 6 row homes, but I am also going to add some on the other sides. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.